Hey guys, I just want to say sorry for no video on Monday, and I had rescheduled the video to Tuesday, and then I didn't even have the chance to edit, so here I am now, barely posting Monday's video. So there's just gonna be one video this week, so I'm really sorry. Besides from that, I also wanted to thank you guys. Oh my god. I was literally hyperventilating the other day when I saw that this channel is at 800 subscribers, which is, I can't even like comprehend. All I'm gonna say is that if we hit 1,000 subscribers, I am literally going to cry. Let's just get started on this video. So, as you can see in the title, I'm gonna be reading some Sims 2 corruption horror stories, and these actually aren't my own horror stories. I don't think I have any horror stories besides I had a custom world and I made all of the Sims for it and I built everything. It was all done and I was ready to play. I needed to set up some things, so I had a hot springs and I wanted one of my Sims to own it. So I went into their lot. I played as the Sim and then I made them purchase the hot springs, and then I wanted to take them over to go see it, and it would just load and load and load, and then the lot would just crash. So that lot would always crash, and I read online that sometimes some lots get corrupted and that's what happens. So that's really the only corruption horror story I have, because I had never played a neighborhood or my game with it having corruption for long enough, really. So I'm gonna read some corruption horror stories from Mod The Sims, another website which I forgot the name because I got all of this information like a week ago when I was doing the research for this. And then I'm also going to be sharing some corruption horror stories from my people in Discord, and someone actually provided a picture to go along with their story, so let's just get started. This first one is from Mod The Sims. This is made by a user named Ovenhole. It says, Vidkin Curious's newborn alien twins went missing, just disappeared from my game, not even to be found in SimPE. It was the fastest corruption I've ever seen, and the reason why I switched to Meet Me to Rivers neighborhoods, those poor babies. I have talked about Meet Me to Rivers clean neighborhoods. I used the Pleasant View one because after having corrupted my Pleasant View, I was like, I'm not going to risk my entire game getting infected. I'll put the link in the description to Meet Me to Rivers website so you can download any clean neighborhoods. Continuing on with Ovenhole's comment. On a funnier note, this was really early before we all knew to make our objects.package read-only. Two of the blonde beards got wonky. The giant Santa beard was just invisible and I didn't care about it, but Loki Beaker's beard would cycle through all the colors of the rainbow. Suddenly I loved Loki. I mean, sure he's evil, but he has a rainbow beard. When custom paintings for easel were included, the Loki beard was one of the pictures I used, and it's still in my game. I kind of love that. Like, I know he's evil, but he has a rainbow beard. Going on to the next story. This is by Smorby1. Also, some of these aren't gonna be in order. I have screenshots here and they just kind of got jumbled up. It says, the worst corruption I ever had was my long lamented Amelia Island. I had been playing that hood exclusively for a long time when suddenly it just disappeared. Poof, swallowed up by the sea, I suppose. That right there, I feel so bad for that person. Just, I hear a lot about custom neighborhoods or just neighborhoods in general disappearing, and that hurts, seeing all of your work just gone. So always make backups. This is what I learned from doing research and everything for this corruption series, is make backups. Make backups of everything that's important to you in this game. Next is from, oh, these usernames, some of them I just can't pronounce. Okay, Gamilut? They said, I'm not certain it's corruption, but the time my pregnant adult had converted to a child in the game's eyes was pretty bizarre. Oh my god, I don't remember some of these. So, she had her legs bent so she'd be the right height for a child, though she continued to be pregnant. Other than that, corruption mainly seems to cause crashes for me. Oh my goodness, okay. This kind of reminds me of And you know in Sims 3 when you can just use testing cheats enabled true and send your sim back into create a sim, when you send the adult sim to create a sim and change their age to a child then go back into game, it kind of glitches, so they still look like an adult but they're kind of like smushed down to the child's height. Like that's what I'm imagining right now. I don't know if I can provide a picture or not, but that if you know, you know. This next one is by Simona. I'm so sorry. I can't pronounce any of these names. It says, "Oh, my Sims neighborhood was most certainly corrupt. My Sims would walk past another Sims home lot with furniture attached to their head. That happened when I first started playing The Sims, and me not knowing what to do, the main culprit that set it all into action was the old bag Mrs. Crumplebottom." Oh, we know how she can destroy your game for sure. They also said, "Don't ever mess with her out of her normal gameplay. She killed my whole game to the point that the Reaper was nowhere to be found." Oh no, my game was dead and gone. Well, I feel so bad. Okay, on to the next one is by Fran H. It says, "The worst case of corruption I ever had was an already corrupted old hood that I did not clean with Hood Checker. And I didn't realize it was that corrupt until I saw that I had 2 sets of everyone, both in the main hood and the sub hood. I don't know how it happened, but believe me, that hood was gone the next minute. There was absolutely no way to save it." Yeah, that's that sucks. I did a video talking about Hood Checker, so check that out if you don't use it. Trust me, it is going to extend your neighborhood's lifespan by a lot. It can't fix everything, but it can fix a great majority of things that can lead up to your game getting corrupted. So any errors that are sitting there just waiting to explode and cause corruption, Hood Checker will most likely be able to fix it. This next one is from a different website. Again, all the links are in the description. It says, "I don't know exactly what I did, but my whole game is royally messed up. Let's take a look before I do a complete reinstall. I opened Veronaville to find that all the lots were missing. No families, no houses, not even empty lot. Just a totally blank neighborhood with neighborhood decorations. I exited and reloaded the game, re-entered Veronaville, and was surprised to see the families and lots back. Everything looked normal again. However, looks can be incredibly deceiving. I entered a Biancamonte's family. She has a husband, a teenage daughter, and a child daughter. I came to find a lot of very strange things had happened. 1. All Sims were in red aspiration and their aspirations were gone/missing, literally a gap where their aspiration would be. 2. All personality points gone, all skill points gone, all badges gone, all interests gone. 3. All memories gone. 4. No one is related to each other anymore. 5. Relationships as if they had just met each other. 6. Weirdest of all, everyone is actually an adult male despite looking normal. The child was walking around all tall with a grown man voice." So they basically turned kind of like Vicky and Melissa's Sims, where they're recognized as males by the game despite their appearances, and they were just wiped clean. That's horrible. They also said, "I sent the teenage daughter/man to a community lot and found even more weirdness. There was a dog walking around like a human. Yes, it looked as confusing as that sounds. He was all jumbled up and squished, floating in the air, throwing lots of errors. He could do human stuff, but other Sims interacted with him like he was a dog. Dormies were entering the lots as if they aren't confined to their campus anymore because the game recognizes everyone as adult males. Everyone was really mean to each other because they had 0 nice points." That sounds familiar, doesn't it, Vicky and Melissa?
Stop. Okay, stop.
We're going back to Mod The Sims on here. All of my screenshots are jumbled up. And this one actually has a picture, so as you can see. It said, this is from Ifria? I'm so sorry, I know I said that wrong. They said, "I've posted this before in one of the picture threads, but here's my headless baby under the spoiler." Unfortunately, this neighborhood finally combusted a while back. I had been playing it for years before the corruption became too big of a problem. When I first saw this, I don't know how many anime fans are here on this channel, but this reminded me of the invisible baby from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 4. Just immediately, as soon as I saw the picture, I was like, that's that one invisible baby. They put makeup on that baby because they couldn't see it. Go watch JoJo. The next one is by Desi Does Things. They said, talked about it before, but long story short, I tried to age up a baby and it did physically but did not internally. No matter the age I set him at, he laid on the floor and gurgled like a baby. Sounds like a little futa situation here. Couldn't kill him either. Well, yeah, it's a baby, ma'am, sir, person. It got so creepy I made him a baby. His knees dropped and social worker took him. Then I adopted him out to a new Create a Sim family and put the family in the bin, and yes, I deleted them. My bad. My bad. Other than that, just blank aspirations and talk/thought bubbles. Nothing too weird. This next one is by Mixa97. I remember the days I had a baby be born and grow up on a community lot and its only relative being a dog, while the baby was non-existent in its own family tree. That also spawned clones of specifically one NPC and had all the other NPCs dress up differently than their game-decided outfit. I still remember Unsavory Charlatan having a naked tattooed top. Oh god, the horrors of that hood. This next one is by Venus King. My sim brought home the ninja from work. I kept trying to click on him to ask to leave, but he kept disappearing. I finally used the bat box to remove him. After that, I got the mod to ask to bring home a work friend. No one has ever asked to bring the ninja home again, though after I ran Hood Checker and fixed the errors. What profession did your sim have that they brought a ninja home? Corruption is both creepy and funny. This next one is by Emerald1234. I don't know if it counts as corruption, but in a hood where everyone is severely inbred, oh my god, the witch doctor randomly stumbled onto the lot, and at times when he was scared by a ghost, other sims could suddenly interact with him as if he were a normal NPC. Where everyone is severely inbred, that, I have heard that being a problem. Once you play a certain amount of generations, just everyone in that hood just breeds. This next one is by Sparkly Potato. I love that username. They said, after 6 generations of a legacy family, I started getting disappearing sims and all sorts of nasty glitches. Guess who was the clueless teenager and used delete all characters in the neighborhood before she began? Oh my god. So, for those who don't know, delete all characters does just that. It deletes every single character in that neighborhood. And, well, we all know what deleting sims does, so imagine deleting all of the sims in a neighborhood at the same time. That's literally asking for your entire game, almost, to just crumble itself up and light it on fire and throw it in the trash can. Okay, this next one is a long one. It is by Charmful. 1. Sims disappeared and family trees got bizarre. Other non-related but playable sims showed up to replace them in the family tree thumbnails. That's weird. For example, some kid named Simon showed as Kent Orbinson's wife in the tree after his wife disappeared. After the Sanchez's sister disappeared, another guy, totally random, replaced her with his and became their sibling/son. 2 times a family tree broke, where the sims didn't disappear, but all of a sudden, even though they had mother, father, sibling relationships, they show as on their own in their family trees without any management from me. 2. Immaculate Conception. The strangest occurrence by far. A baby was born and suffered from glitch coma because it still acted as a baby when it turned into a toddler. This was back when I was on Mac before I knew anything really, and so I made a new sim. Unloaded the baby on him and then moved them to the sim bin and deleted them. I moved the family into a different home, and upon pressing play after loading, the mother of the now deceased baby twirled into pregnancy clothes, twirled twice more for each pregnancy stage, and then proceeded to give birth to a new baby that she totally wasn't pregnant with beforehand. That sounds creepy. And then number 3, skipping an age. One of the earliest things before I had any CC whatsoever was 2 teens about to turn adult, and instead they turned elder. Oh no. This was in a super old hood. And number 4, lightning strike causes a split soul. How do I explain this one? Well, it was kind of a mystery. The past 2 years until I connected the dots, I had 3 guys that lived in a dorm together. One day, lightning struck during an in-game thunderstorm and crashed the lot. Dang, that's some powerful lightning. couldn't load it back up at all, so I moved them out into a different dorm and played out each of their graduations. They all moved to apartments, were playable for a bit until one day when I would load their apartment, they just weren't there. It was entirely build mode. I could teleport them into other playable Sims lot, so they existed but couldn't load their lots and play them anymore. After a year of troubleshooting, I had a mind to go back to the Uni hood and click on that lightning dorm. Looks like they're still living there? I load it expecting it to crash and it doesn't. It loads and they are all there as their adult selves, but they are also all in those lots I can't play. I move them out of their lots and out of the dorms, seeing if I can connect their parts in the sim bin. I don't know why I thought that, but in the end nothing changed. They are only playable if I move them in with another playable sim that didn't get their soul split like that. I write it off as codependency issues. I love that. I love that. This next one is from YouTube. This is by Useless Magic. I love that username. They said, I just remembered something really creepy that happened in my strange town the other day. So I have this mod where your Sims can't automatically bring friends home from work and instead it asks you permission first. And one time I allowed my Sim, Johnny Smith, to bring Crystal Vu back home from work with him and everything went fine. Then a few sim hours later, while she was still on my lot, I got a pop-up saying, Johnny would like to bring Vicky Sims home from work, is that okay? Is this okay? But it was still showing Crystal's face next to the message. I didn't resurrect any of the Sims in Olive's graveyard, and I was also playing on a clean template of Strange Town, which fixes a lot of the pre-existing corruption. So I honestly don't understand what even happened. To be fair, Sims 2 loves corrupting itself even if you take precautions, so that hood is probably corrupted anyways, but it was still creepy. That, on a clean template, that's so creepy. That just kind of makes me feel like, even, yeah, like this person said, no matter how much precaution you take, the game is just built a certain way that it's going to screw itself over. It's kind of sad, really, but the gameplay is so worth the risk. Now we're getting into the Discord stories. So this is from one of my OGs, one of my hula zombies on Discord. This comment is made by the CEO of Concussions, and I just love their username so much. Said, one time when I played the Super Collection, my entire Pleasant View pulled a Thanos and wiped out half the population. One of the Sims was Dustin, and I loaded his lot, and it was just Angela and their kids. And I checked the memories, and it read subject. Oh right, yeah. When a Sim gets deleted, their name in the files and in other Sims memories gets replaced as simoleon subject. Weird though, since I never deleted Dustin or half the population, suppose it was corruption from something because I never tampered with game files on Mac for Sims 2. The Super Collection sucks, in my opinion. Dang, that just sucks. Really, they pulled the Thanos and oh man. This next one is by another one of my OGs on Discord, another hula zombie. They said, this is a long one. They said, 2 years ago I was playing The Sims 2 and the game crashed. I thought that it was just a crash. Then I relaunched the game and then the game text was some kind of unreadable language and it creeped me out as I was playing only with the goths at that time. I knew that something is wrong with the game files. Then I loaded Pleasant View and all of the lots were gone. Literally, there was nothing there. Then I relaunched the game and again loaded Pleasant View. And in the main menu of only that hood, how do I read this text here? I guess that's what Pleasant View meant to the game. I think those signs were in the main menu after it loaded. There was only the Goth family. I loaded the lot. Only Mortimer was in that household. Cassandra and Alexandra were gone. Mortimer was T-posing and had a face distortion. Oh my god. And had very weird eyes, and he was smiling. He had no memories, no personality points. He had nothing, literally. He would disappear and appear on the lot, but in different places. And then I said it. I was so creeped out. Even SimPE couldn't read the game files. I used Hood Checker and it said that it found issues with Pleasant View. After that, I used some tool that checks the game files, and it said it's badly corrupted and needs reinstallation ASAP. I literally reinstalled my Windows, then I took a long break from the game. I think I had trauma because I dreamt that I dreamt that moment every night for 5 months. Now I'm playing again since 2019 and everything is fine. That is so creepy. Just the part that really got me was the part where they said that Mortimer was T-posing and had a distorted face and he was just smiling. That is nightmare fuel right there. Nightmare fuel. And last but definitely not least, this is also from someone on the Discord. They said, I had corrupted The Sims 2 somehow and pets were spawning as townies with human animations. It was weird. That sounds weird as hell, and then they provided this screenshot here. That's just wrong. Anyways, that's it for Sims 2 horror stories. I have been recording for 32 minutes, but I'm gonna edit, and hopefully this video isn't that long. I don't know if you guys prefer longer videos or not, but I tend to do 20-ish minute videos on Mondays and much shorter videos on Thursdays, but this is this week's only video, so if it's long, then I guess it's to make up for only uploading once this week. Again, thank you for watching. Please subscribe. If we can get to 1,000, I will literally cry, and we're gonna do something special. I still don't know what. Let me know down in the comments what you guys would like for me to do for 1,000. Thank you to those who provided their stories on the Discord, as well as people who shared their stories online on Mod The Sims. Join the Discord because it's a great little community. You can share your own stories, and I do ask for help for videos, so if you want to help make some of these videos, share ideas, promote yourself, talk to other people who are interested in the same things as you regarding Sims 2, or just anything Sims related in general, the link to the Discord is in the description as well as the channel description. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next week.